the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Huge gain here by Texas A&M on a perfectly thrown ball and a great play by the wide receiver on the back end. These Texas A&M receivers can hurt you with their speed and execution when they get the ball thrown downfield.
And looking to throw now on first down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on third and very long.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield.
And the defense grabs it after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Boy, just like that, we've got a big play already here by this offense. Not afraid to take some shots downfield. They hit it. They got great field position now.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Seventh play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a third down. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
It's Campbell. It's a nice game. We'll move the football up to the 27.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down here for this offense. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Sanchez. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
The defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's in the clear.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang! They throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. Bootleg looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Handoff to the fullback. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play. They were not surprised at all that the fullback got the ball. He had nowhere to go. They stuffed that play from the beginning.
And on 4th down, they line up in the wildcat. What's the call here? And it's a direct snap. Bites off a defender. Defense has got him, but that wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
But these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
It through with confidence. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Sanchez. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looks right for a quick completion. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Has it back to the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver hurt perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Bites into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska. A huge defensive score.
Boy, in an instant, Chris, you go from having a chance to cut into this lead to now being down double digits after the interception return for a touchdown. What a play by this defense.
EAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fights through a tackle. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Caught near the sticks. It's Campbell. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver, and look at this result, some positive yards.
1st and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
2nd down play coming up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Breaks in open space. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Receiver in motion now. Get it to the back again. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Huskers. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On the ground, it's Johnson. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Can he make it to the marker? There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Took contact on the throw. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy.
And here comes a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
The offense takes a big shot here downfield. I thought they may have a chance, but the defender makes an unbelievable play to get a hand on the ball and knock it away.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Aggies bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First down. Looking to throw the football. He lets it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Well, this is the risk of playing man-to-man coverage for the defense. You got to spy the quarterback to prevent him from picking up big yards like this. Good decision by the quarterback and a good job of using those legs.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. Grab made by the tight end. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Direct snap to the back. Going toward the end zone. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes...
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Taylor. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. They start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Nebraska.
And the Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First play of the second half is a handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense comes up second and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Grab behind the line, it's Sanchez. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Oh, he makes the catch. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They're going to run it here. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
These guys didn't let the halftime break slow them down. They continue to dominate the line of scrimmage, give the ball to the back. Nice big positive gain to get things started here in the second half.
Ball handed off. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Touchdown, Nebraska. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
The extra point is good. They're pulling away, 35-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Inside give now from the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. Inside the 20. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking for 6. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. On the run, it's Sanchez. Gets the first and still running. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. Booker, Nebraska has the lead here. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Let's go.
And he's got it again. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's O'Neal. Looking right, this one caught. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
He escapes the pocket.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. And the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
They'll run it from the gun. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Now the try here for the extra point. And the point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Texas A&M 17.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone.
Nebraska offense will take over first and 10.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Okay, here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Caught over the middle. It's Sanchez. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on 3rd down all year long, top 25 in the country, but just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
I think it says a lot about this coach's confidence that he has in his team, that he sticks to running the football on 4th down. You know, a lot of teams, they might try to get cute, pull out a special play that they've been practicing for weeks. But not this guy. They just line up, run the ball, and pick it up.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Grinding away with their running game. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. Breaks loose at the 40.
Here he goes. Touchdown, Huskers. They are pouring it on now.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's O'Neal. The pass rush closing in. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Well, they need 8 yards on fourth down to keep this drive going. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball.
Taking a deep shot here late in the game.
And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big game, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
Looking to throw it on first down.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side.
And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the fourth quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Deep shot toward the end zone.
That will be incomplete, trying for a consolation touchdown, but it's no good, and time expires in the game. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.